Good morning, student. Today we are going to study about heterocyclic chemistry or different types of heterocyclic compounds. Before going to the heterocyclic chemistry and heterocyclic compound, one should know about one should know about what is pharmaceutical chemistry, medicinal chemistry, organic chemistry. So basically, these are some terminologies one should aware about. Pharmaceutical chemistry is a branch of chemistry which deals with or which is used in the medicine. In other words, it is the chemistry of the drug. So drugs are used in a medicine to treat illness, protect against disease that comes under pharmaceutical chemistry. When we talk about medicinal chemistry, so it is mainly concerned with the determination of the structure, synthesis, and isolation of compounds, which may be a medicine, which is used as a medicinal, which have medicinal properties. And next thing is organic chemistry. So we must, like till now, we have read about three types of chemistry, mainly physical chemistry, then inorganic chemistry, and organic chemistry. So what is organic chemistry? The chemistry of carbon containing compound is called as organic chemistry. The carbon molecules having the ability to bond successively to other carbons to form a chain varying in the length and shape. This property of carbon is called as catenation. So this property in which carbon have ability to form the bond with other carbon atoms and form a chain which may vary in length and shape, this property of carbon is called as catenation. So there are the different types of compounds. Firstly, the carbocyclic compounds. Carbocyclic compounds, these are the cyclic compounds containing all carbon atom along with hydrogen atom. That means in this type of compounds, only carbon and hydrogen is present, and they are present in a cyclic form. So example of this type of compound is benzene. Next is the heterocyclic compound. The cyclic compounds containing one or two different kind of atoms like oxygen, sulfur, nitrogen. That means okay, other than hydrogens or one or two hydrogens, other than hydrogens, there is also present heteroatoms, that is oxygen, sulfur, and nitrogen. That is, if we talk about one of the carbon or more than one of the carbon is replaced by the nitrogen, oxygen, or sulfur, that compounds are termed as heterocyclic compounds. So this is a structure of a benzene in which carbon and hydrogens are only present. And this is a structure of pyrimidine in which carbon and nitrogen is present. So now next is the classification of organic compounds, aliphatic and aromatic. Aliphatic is further divided into acyclic and cyclic compounds. Acyclic is divided into saturated and unsaturated, in which saturated alkanes are the saturated, and in unsaturated alkene and alkynes. And in cyclic, salicyclic, heterocyclic and salicyclic is further divided into saturated and unsaturated. So this is the classification. So when we talk about, they may be a homocyclic or heterocyclic. Homocyclic in which carbon and hydrogen is only present, in which alicyclic and aromatics are comes. In alicyclic, benzene, naphthalene, in alicyclic, cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclohexanes are no double bond is present, and in aromatic there is an alternate double bond present, that is benzene, naphthalene, and propylone. And when we talk about closed rings or cyclic compounds, and in which heterocyclic compounds, they precisely talk about then the furan, tyrol, thiophene. These are the aromatic as well as they have hetero atom present. So next is what is a heterocyclic compound in which one of certain ring made up of and in addition to the carbon more than one or more than heteroatom is present, that is oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur or phosphorus. Next is these are divided into aliphatic compounds. Aliphatic, these are the example of aliphatic compound. There is no double bond present. इसमें examples हैं हमारे पास oxyrene, piperidine, morpholine. In oxyrene, it is a tricyclic compound in which oxygen is attached. In case of the piperidine, it is a six-member compounds in which nitrogen is attached. Morpholine में two heteroatoms present होते हैं, nitrogen and oxygen. Next is the aromatic heterocyclic compound. Aromatic in which compounds follow Huckel rule. तो वो compounds जो होते हैं वो aromatic compounds होते हैं जिसमें pyridine आता है, thiopene आता है and indole आता है. So in a pyridine there is a nitrogen present. Thiopene is a five-member compound in which sulfur is present. Indole is the fused compounds, that is one ring is six-member and another ring is five-member in which NH is present. Now if we talk about these compounds, so we must be aware about how they are named. So it is possible to give names to the organic compound which is clearly indicate their chemical structure. The systematic naming based on the diverse by the IUPAC, that means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. They, according to this system, the compounds are named. The student would have got familiar with the rules through the studies on different families of organic compounds. The chemical names are important features of the pharmacopoeial monograph. These names are according to the IUPAC system of the nomenclature. If we talk about at appropriate place, mention is a made of at appropriate place mention is the made of the chemical name of the organic drug having a simple structure. A pharmacist is expected to have a fair knowledge of a chemical naming. इसलिए हम ये सब पढ़ रहे हैं. So it will make his task somewhat easier if in the beginning he get acquainted with the name of the organic groups, learn about a simple heterocyclic compounds. So ट्राइवेलेंट में अगर हम देखें वहां पे जेनरिक नेम्स एंड ट्रेड नेम्स लिखा होता है, ठीक है. अगर ट्राइबल्स नेम्स जो होते हैं और फिर उसके बाद हमारे पास जेनरिक नेम्स होते हैं एंड देन उसके बाद सिस्टमिक करने के लिए हमारे पास क्या है, आईयूपैक नेमिंग है. तो यहाँ पे प्रीफिक्स होता है, स्टेम होता है, सफिक्स होता है. अगर हम इसके नाम को वो देखें, प्रीफिक्स क्या होता है, इट इंडिकेट द टाइप ऑफ अ हेटेरोएटम्स, जो हेटेरोएटम प्रेजेंट है, देयर नंबर एंड देयर पोजीशन. When two or more heteroatoms are present, the prefix di, tri is used. Suppose disulfur is present, तो di ऐसे use होगा. तीन sulfur है तो tri use होगा. If the heteroatoms are different, their order of the citation start with the heteroatoms of as high as a group in the periodic table. Means जो periodic according to the periodic table एक से ज्यादा अगर heteroatoms present है तो according to the periodic table के हिसाब से चलेंगे as low as atomic number in that group. ठीक है, जैसे एग्जांपल दिए हुए ऑक्सीजन, सल्फर, सिलेनियम एंड नाइट्रोजन. ठीक है, फास्फोरस, सिलिकॉन, these are the examples. So these are the prefix of some of the compounds. जैसे ऑक्सीजन के लिए प्रीफिक्स क्या होगा, ऑक्सा. ठीक है, उसको सबसे फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी दें. सल्फर के लिए थाया, सिलेनियम के लिए सिलेना, नाइट्रोजन के लिए एजा, फास्फोरस के लिए फॉस्फा, सिलिकॉन के लिए सिला, बोरॉन के लिए बोरा, मर्क्यूरी के लिए मर्क्यूरी. These are different names and their order priority. Then next is the stem. Stem क्या होता है? It is the determination the ring size from 3 member to the 10 member rings. तो different जो होते हैं, जैसे 3 के लिए ट्राई यूज होता है, 4 के लिए हम टेट्रा यूज करते हैं, और यूज क्या करते हैं इसमें IR, 4 के लिए ET, 5 के लिए OL एंड 6 के लिए E. Say for example benzene, okay, then उसके बाद triazine, so these are the naming. Then उसके बाद suffix. Suffix क्या होता है? The determination of the state of the saturation or unsaturation, कि वो saturated है unsaturated है, the presence of nitrogen in the ring ये भी बताता है, ठीक है, और ring size बताता है. ये कुछ citations हैं जैसे हमारी यूज हो सकती है यहाँ पे. अगर हम एग्जाम्पल देखें, अगर हमारे पास अनसेचुरेशन है तो इरीन होएगा, इटीन होएगा, कोलिटीन होएगा, इस तरीके से डिफरेंट साइटेशंस होंगे, ठीक है. उसके बाद ये जैसे यहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल दिया हुआ है नेमिंग का. फिर उसके बाद मैनर ऑफ द नंबरिंग ऑफ द मोनोसाइक्लिक कंपाउंड्स, ठीक है. ये मोनोसाइक्लिक के लिए सबसे फर्स्ट यहाँ पे अगर हम देखें, इसमें 2 अमीनो 3 साइनो एजीन, ये नाम दिया हुआ है. 2 अमीनो, सेकंड पोजीशन पे अमीनो ग्रुप, 3 पोजीशन पे साइनो ग्रुप, एंड ये जो कंपाउंड है वो एजीन है, ठीक है. So next is the cycle containing more than one different heteroatoms, the numbering being at the atom of the higher order of the priority, जो हमने टेबल में बात करी थी, and proceed round the ring in order to give their heteroatoms the least possible number without regard of the substituents. ओके, जैसे ये एग्जांपल दिया हुआ है. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट है हमारे पास नोमेनक्लेचर ऑफ द पार्शियली सैचुरेटेड रिंग्स. उसके लिए इफ द नंबर ऑफ द डबल बॉन्ड इज लेस देन द मैक्सिमम, द प्रीफिक्स डाइहाइड्रो टेट्राहाइड्रो इज यूज्ड, आर एडेड टू द सेम नेम ऑफ द सैचुरेटेड स्टेट. मीन्स अगर वो जो नाम उसका नॉर्मल सैचुरेटेड में सैचुरेटेड में है, वही उसका अनसैचुरेटेड में अगर वो डाई या टेट्रा के फॉर्म में, ठीक है, उससे अगर ज्यादा है तो पॉली आ जाता है. द सैचुरेटेड पोजीशन आर गिवन एट लीस्ट द नंबर, और जो सैचुरेटेड पोजीशन है उसको नंबर देना है. जैसे यहाँ पे 1 2 पे क्या है? सैचुरेशन है, तो 1 2 डाइहाइड्रोएजीन. यहाँ पे 1 4 पे है तो 1 4 डाइहाइड्रोएजीन. यहाँ पे चारों में है तो यहाँ पे आएगा 2 4 5 6 टेट्राहाइड्रोएजीन. So these are the examples. Next is the obligatory saturation of a single position is indicated by the symbol 1H, जहाँ पे obligatory है, ठीक है. तो 1H 2H इस तरीके से वहां पे पोजीशन बता दी जाएगी. जैसे यहाँ पे 2 पोजीशन पे है तो 2H ऑक्सीन, यहाँ पे भी 2 पोजीशन पे 2H 1 4 thiazine and 4H 1 4 thiazine. So these are the obligatory positions. अगर यहाँ पे हम नेक्स्ट बात करें, इन केस ऑफ द 4 and 5 member ring with the partial substitution that is contain only one double bond, the suffix will be in use when nitrogen is present and when nitrogen is absent, and indicate the position of the double bond over a symbol. So these are the delta symbol, sorry. So these are the examples. Next is the following are the IUPAC and the tribal names for the most of the monocyclic compounds. यहाँ पे tribals name दिए हुए हैं, जैसे azole के लिए दिया हुआ है pyrazole, oxole के लिए furan, thiol के लिए thiopene, 1 3 thiazole के लिए thiazole, 1 2 thiazole के लिए isothiazole. These are the tribals name and IUPAC name. फिर उसके बाद नेक्स्ट जो है 1 3 ऑक्साजोल के लिए ऑक्साजोल, 1 2 ऑक्साजोल के लिए आईऑक्साजोल, एजोलिडीन के लिए पायरोलिडीन, ऑक्सिलेन के लिए THF एंड 1 3 सिलेनाजोल के लिए कोई नहीं है, ठीक है, ट्राइबल नेम. द फॉलोइंग आर द IUPAC एंड द ट्राइबल नेम फॉर द मोस्ट ऑफ द. नेक्स्ट कोई है 1 2 डायाजोल के लिए पायराजोल, 1 3 डायाजोल के लिए इमिडाजोल, एंड नेक्स्ट है 1H एजिपीन एंड 1 3 ऑक्साएजिपीन. तो ऑक्साएजिपीन जो है वो 7 ये जो है आपके 7 मेंबर रिंग है, एजिपीन भी हमारा 7 मेंबर रिंग है. फिर उसके बाद है एजीन, फिर यूटीन के लिए 1 2 डायाजीन के लिए आपका पायरिडाजीन, नेक्स्ट है 1,3-डायाजीन के लिए प्रिमिडीन, 1,4-डायाजीन के लिए पायराजीन, उसके बाद है आपका पर हाइड्रो एजीन के लिए पाइप्रिडीन एंड पर हाइड्रो 1,4-ऑक्सीन के लिए मॉर्फिलीन. These are the next is the nomenclature of the heterocyclic fused heterocyclic. This we will understand in the next video.